indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Council, you've had the opportunity to review the council study session minutes of March the 19th and also the council meeting minutes of March the 19th. Are there any corrections or revisions to those? Seeing none, they'll stand approved. We have no communication, petitions, or awards this evening, nor do we have a public hearing. And that brings us to comments from interested citizens. So if there's anyone who would like to make comment to council, would you please come to the podium, state your name and address for our records and your statement. Seeing none, we will continue on with the city manager's report. Mr. Cruzy.
Thank you, Your Honor. A couple items this evening. First of all, the Income Tax Division will be open Saturday, April 7th from 8 a.m. till noon, Saturday, April 14th from 8 a.m. till noon, and then Monday, April 16th and Tuesday, April 17th from 7:30 a.m. until 6 p.m. So our tax office staff will be available to assist taxpayers in the preparation of their city income tax returns, and the filing deadline is Tuesday, April 17th. So those income tax returns for Vandalia can be completed electronically using the city's online tax preparation tool. The tool is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Includes easy-to-follow step-by-step instructions. It can be accessed through the city's website at www.vandaliaohio.org.
Thank you. We have no action items, nor do we have any old business. And that brings us to the first resolution for the evening, and that's Resolution 18-R-30. Mr. McDonald.
A resolution awarding the bid for removal and replacement of certain curbs and sidewalks requested by Development and Engineering Services to Cote Construction LLC at the lowest and best price of $218,239.
Thank you, Mr. Cruzy.
Thanks, Your Honor. So bids were opened on March 13th for the city's annual curb and sidewalk replacement program. We did receive 5 bids, with Cote Construction submitting the lowest and best bid. We are also going to be reimbursed $10,000 from Montgomery County through its Community Development Block Grant Program.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
I move that we approve Resolution 18-R-30 as presented.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilwoman Forrest, second by Councilman Lewis, that we do approve Resolution 18-R-30 as presented. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Gerhard?
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Herbst?
Yes.
Mayor Setzer?
Yes, and the motion carries 5-0. Resolution 18-R-31. Mr. McDonald.
A resolution authorizing the purchase of a replacement aquatic center interactive play feature, including installation and warranties, requested by the Parks and Recreation Department from Raindrop Products, LLC, at the National Joint Powers Alliance purchasing contract amount of $93,817.25.
Thank you. Mr. Cruzy.
Thank you, Your Honor. So $99,000 is budgeted for the replacement of the Aquatic Center's water feature at the Recreation Center. Parks and Recreation staff have identified Raindrop Products of Ashland, Ohio, through the National Joint Powers Alliance Cooperative Purchasing Consortium as the best firm for the purchase and installation of the new interactive play feature. One of the major issues that we confronted with obtaining multiple prices was identifying a water feature product that could utilize the existing configuration of underground piping that serves the current water feature. Otherwise, we'd have to repipe the bottom of the pool to accommodate a different type of structure.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
Your Honor, I move that we approve Resolution 18-R-31 as presented.
Second.
It's been moved by Vice Mayor Herbst, second by Councilman Gerhardt, that we do approve Resolution 18-R-31 as presented. Any comments? Seeing none, would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Fairst?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Councilmember Gerhard?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Herbst?
Yes.
Mayor Setzer?
Yes, and the motion passes 5-0. We have no ordinances in their first reading. However, we do have an ordinance in its second reading, and that's Ordinance 18-06. Mr. McDonald.
1806, an ordinance providing a cost of living allowance for certain employees of the city of Vandalia, Ohio.
Thank you. Mr. Cruzy.
Thank you, Your Honor. The adoption of this ordinance would provide up to a 2% cost of living adjustment, retroactive to the first pay in 2018, for all non-union, full-time, and permanent part-time employees within their respective pay ranges. This would be the first cost of living increase provided to non-union employees since 2008.
Thank you. Since this is an ordinance in its second reading, I will open a public hearing. So if there's anyone in the audience who would like to make comment, would you please come to the podium, state your name and address for our records, and then your comment. Seeing none, I will close the public hearing and ask for a motion.
I'll make a motion, we approve ordinance 18-06 in its second reading.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilman Gerhardt, second by Vice Mayor Herbst, that we do approve ordinance 18-06 in its second reading. Comments from council? Seeing none, would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Gerhardt,
Yes.
Councilmember Faust,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Herbst,
Yes.
Mayor Setzer.
Yes, and the motion carries 5-0. We have no emergency ordinances this evening, and that brings us to our reports from boards and commissions with a PC 18-09 conditional use at 2720 West National Road. Mr. Cruzy?
Thank you, Your Honor. So Equipment Depot is requesting conditional use approval for an equipment rental use in the Highway Business District at 2720 West National Road. The Planning Commission did review this request at its May 13th meeting. They voted 4-0 to recommend approval, subject to the following conditions. One, that the applicant provide a site plan to scale indicating the dimensions of the proposed area for outdoor storage display, which also includes striping to show that the area will not be greater than the gross first floor area of the principal structure. Two, that the applicant provides screening in accordance with City Code Section 1276.36A8. That separate sign permits that are required for any modification in signage, including face changes, that the use conforms with all requirements for an equipment rental business, that the conditional use shall expire if permits have not been issued for all buildings and/or structures within 6 months after approval of a conditional use permit, or the conditional use has ceased by discontinuance or abandonment for a period of more than 6 months. And finally, that the applicant request an inspection from the Vandalia Fire Department in order to ensure fuel tanks on the property are in compliance.
Thank you very much. Is there a motion?
Your Honor, I move that we approve the conditional use at 2720 West National Road, subject to the aforementioned recommendations by the Planning Commission of March 13th, and further that the applicant providing the site plan must do so indicating the dimensions to scale to the planning department that is acceptable to them, and that such be provided within 7 days.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved by Councilman Lewis, second by Councilwoman Farce. And I'm not going to go through all that. Do I need to, Jerry?
To approve the conditions subject to the planning
Conditions.
commissions and recommendations, and that the applicant provide the site plan, which is the condition number 1, within 7 days.
That would be
was my
acceptable
understanding that was
to the planning.
acceptable to the planning department, correct?
Okay. Does everybody understand? Okay, do you have any questions or comments? Seeing none, would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Gerhardt,
Yes.
Councilmember Faust,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Herbst,
Yes.
Mayor Setzer.
Yes, and the motion carries 5-0. Council, you have the Board of Zoning Appeal minutes of February the 28th, the Parks and Recreation Advisory Board draft minutes of March the 21st, Public Art and Vandalia draft minutes of March the 20th, and Vandalia Cultural Arts draft minutes of March the 20th. Are there any comments about those? Seeing none, we'll go to comments. Mr. McDonald? Mr. Cruzy?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Councilwoman Farce?
Nothing tonight, thank you.
Councilman Lewis?
No, thank you.
Councilman Gerhardt?
No comment tonight. Oh, wait, I'd like to make a... You got it, Richard.
Okay, Vice
why you're
Mayor
right there.
Herbst.
Yes, I have one comment. Thank you. I'd like to excuse Councilman Blakesley and Ehlers from all of tonight's meetings.
Second.
It's been moved by Vice Mayor Herbst and seconded by Councilman Gerhardt that Councilman Ehlers and Councilman Blakesley be excused from all of our meetings this evening.
Was there anything else you wanted me to say? Okay.
Is that okay? Any comments from anyone? Would you call the roll?
Sorry.
Councilmember Lewis? Yes. Councilmember Gerhard?
Yes.
Councilmember Fares?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Herbst?
Yes.
Mayor Setzer?
Yes, and the motion has carried 5-0. We will adjourn this meeting and return back to our study session at this time. And then we will adjourn to go into executive session.
We will reconvene this meeting and then adjourn into executive session.
Yes. Okay. Isn't that what I said? Yeah, okay. We're adjourned.